Give all honor, praise, and glory to
Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua Ba'Shem Kakadash.
double honor to our apostles, the elders of Great Millstone and Rule Well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect, pushing the true doctrine, across the four winds, earth, and all truth and sincerity. And we're the GMS Mississippi Camp once again, coming out the highways and byways, prophesying the downfall of America, and let your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans know that you're the most highest chosen people, man. Okay? And that you need to repent and come back to the Heavenly Father while you still have a chance, because the Lord's hand struck forth, because you still see the prophets on the highways and byways, man. And you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans need to realize that you're the most highest chosen people.
Because you are the chosen people, you got a target on your back. You got a target on the back, so you're gonna be the most hated, the most targeted people. Is gonna be darts straightly aimed for you, especially from your enemy, Esau Edom.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 12, verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time.
See, his empire is crumbling down around him. His empire is just crumbling. He sees it. And who's gaining more knowledge, more strength? The Israelites. They waking up. They are discovering things that was kept hidden from them for hundreds of years. They from hundreds of years. For hundreds of years, they discovering. They're becoming more educated. Like you have these 20 years old, these 19-year-olds talking about systemic slavery and stuff like that. You see, Esau's thirst is uncovered, and he's mad. He's mad. He knows he can't make a move without being found out. You know.
I got Matthew. I'm gonna get Matthew for you, bro. Matthew 5, I'm gonna start at 10. This Matthew 5 and 10. That's all they are which are persecuted and for righteous sake, for there is the kingdom of heaven. Verse 11. That's all ye, a man shall revile you and persecute you and say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake.
You see, because Esau gonna start tying things up. You're gonna have people that you knew, people that you work with, family members trying to get you. You're gonna have media say things about you that isn't true.
That's right. You're right, bro. They're gonna make up all kind of bullshit. Now you know how Esau they control the media, right? So they put you like saying in the video, oh, he said he gonna break this, he gonna do this, and people look at you like, he said that, and guess what? And the brothers and they'll say it at all, but besides Esau though, Esau controlled the narrative. It's all about. It's all about controlling the narrative, man. All right, so that's what it does. And that's what it is. You control the narrative, and guess what? Right now, like the war going on, different wars go on. He controls the narrative. Like the 9/11 bullshit happened. Guess what? He made a lie. Told them they done it. And guess what? Everybody. Oh man, Arab did this. Arab did that. And guess what? Arab ain't done a goddamn thing. So everybody like Arab the fucking problem. Arab ain't done a goddamn thing. That's same how he's all gonna do us. He gonna paint the narrative like these guys terrorists, this and this. And at the same time though, Lord said we gonna go through this. This is how it's gonna happen. Go ahead.
Does the script say, he said, they hated you, know that they hated him first.
That's right.
You know, because he attested against them, you know. So, hey, we just coming as a servant, you know, following Yahushua. Therefore, we're going to be persecuted as the servants of Yahushua, you know.
Our people is doing the groundwork for him. Like that video that came out months ago that the guys in purple put out. What he said, beat his woman, then just cut it off. Before he got to the part, he said that was when he was in the past, being a knucklehead, he repented from that. They splice it up. They splice it up and have your teachers out there and be like, look, these men say they'll do this and that. Just have an amalgamation of things that can make you look bad. They have this thing called deep fake. They can have a program look like you and say all manners of things.
Ultimately, going right back into those curses, your eyes should be evil towards your brother.
It's the book of Luke chapter 6 verse 22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake.
He said, blessed are you. Why? Because you're standing with integrity. You gonna stand, you gonna stay believing, you gonna stay steadfast, even when those lies come, even when you become an outcast of society.
Go ahead. No, I can say because scriptures go to can two walk together, at least they agree, man. So if you dealing with people who don't have the same mindset as you do, who are not spiritually gravitate to how about Shimmy shot, then it's gonna start being some type of friction, man. It's gonna come a point to a crossroad, man, and it's gonna be choices made, man. Either you're gonna go left, you're gonna go right, man. But chances the more than likely, who you dealing with, your so-called friends or family, who are not, in tune with how about Shimmy shot, or who is unaccepting of truth, they're gonna go left, man. And you're just gonna have to go right, man, because y'all gonna be unequally yoked.
And the thing about it, that's something you have to accept, though. You have to accept that your friend will betray you. You accept your mom will betray you. You accept your father will betray you. And your brother and your sister will betray you. That's the thing about it. We're doing this for the Lord. Alright? That's what we're doing it for. Like, we want to see righteousness. Hey, brother, tired of seeing this shit, man. I mean, you tired of seeing these fucking transformers. You tired of seeing these moles. And then the real thing, tired being Esau being in power. I'm tired of it. So yes, we preach the gospel. Yes, we stand up for the Lord, and which is fine. We have to do this. So in that case, so everybody can just sit there, to go along with everything that Esau say. To go along with every goddamn thing. They say this, you go along with it. But our people that way though. That's why people don't come at us though. But they want everything to be back to fucking normal. Oh, you fucking up everything. Like, what's that bitch? Eve. Not Eve. That singing the rapper's name. What rapper? Anyway, I don't let black lives shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Y'all fucking up my marriage because she married to a fucking devil. Think about it. Y'all fucking up my marriage. And that's how our people don't love. Y'all fucking up our money. Everything that's going on. That's how that's gonna go down though. So they gonna look at it a certain way like, y'all think ain't right. They over there. Oh yeah, I see anything around that corner. He over there, go get him. Alright?
It's back in Luke chapter 6 verse 22. Blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the Son of Man's sake.
For the Son of Man's sake, because they know these people today, they don't live by the moral code of the scriptures. They completely hate it. They completely hate it.
They hate the Lord, really. To be honest, they hate the Lord.
They hate the Lord. They don't want to. The women don't want to speak with one man. They say, oh, men afraid of us knowing what good sex is. they just like loose. They like that feeling.
They want to belong to every man.
They want themselves multiple husbands. They want themselves concubines.
From a spiritual standpoint, opposites don't attract. Because 2/3 of our people located in America, they're of the spirit of Satan, and we're of the spirit of Yahweh Shem Shah. So if you're coming in that capacity of Satan, it's going to cause spiritual friction, and that interaction will manifest on earth, man. Period. And that's the reason why, when it comes to, at the end of the day, the same people you befriended for years and years after years, they're going to come in and do what? Just to promote their life and to keep ongoing progression in their daily lifestyles. What they're going to do, they're going to turn us in. And that's the reason why we're going through what we're going through right now, so we can be this art and substance. Therefore, when the real persecution and afflictions come, they're not going to break, man. So this is practice, and we're practicing over and over and over for the big game, man.
It's heavy you said that. I'll be thinking about that. Because really, the Lord God is, this ain't the, it's exceptions to everything. But when you look at it, 2/3 is really just producing more 2/3.
That's it, man.
Because the same niggas is having children with the same women. It's the same.
But you know, say a wicked woman reserved for wicked man. It's the same. The cycle.
Yeah, it's the same, because it's the same niggas getting the same women pregnant, the same women. It's like this the pool of 2/3. It just keep reproducing itself, man.
Keep multiplying.
Yeah.
Going back to what you were saying, how Esau is going to basically deem us as terrorists, that's basically all a part of his propaganda. But I got a precept, but I got that word propaganda first. And the definition reads, it says, information, especially of a biased or misleading nature, used to promote or publicize a particular political cause or point of view. And that's what Esau Edom is going to do. He's basically going to manipulate the minds of our people to view us as the enemy. Just like he manipulated our religion, our beliefs, our doctrine, into thinking that what's right is wrong, what's wrong is right. It's all a part of his propaganda. He did that in the ancient world too.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of like a bad relationship when a woman goes and tell only her side of the story that she been caught cheating and trying to turn turn the victim and make you the target. That's what Esau gonna do to our people.
Look at propaganda too. Look how he did Gaddafi. Saddam Hussein. So imagine us in nation who was Bin Laden. You know what I'm saying? Look how he did these three individuals. So yes, it's going to happen. He's going to use that same propaganda, but this time we're going to be the villains. And we're preparing for it. The spirit of God, that's the reason why your car is breaking down before the camera. That's the reason why this mysterious, weird shit keeps happening with brothers, man. Because it's almost at the end, and Yahweh Shem Shah is trying to make us hard as we can possibly get.
That's why that I can't remember his name. I think he was a Rothschild. But that's why he bought up all the top end news broadcast services and radio stations and things of that nature, man. Because that comes with controlling the narrative, man. That's why he purchased all the pharmaceutical companies, things of that nature, man. It's called control. So when you can control narratives and you can control, pharmaceuticals, you ultimately gonna be able to control the people, man. So by him doing this devil doing that, man, he's gonna have the advantage or the platform to be able to paint these pictures of Israelite men doing the work as evil men, radicals, or what they call it? Basically, in a nutshell, extremists.
But think about it. Even a couple years back, he really diagnosed the world with, you call it Munchausen syndrome. And what that is basically you're making people think they're sick when they're not. So look what he did 3 or 4 years ago. So if he can make the entire world think they're sick when they're not, imagine how he can paint you as a villain.
Right.
Scripture forces the lies.
That's it. That's it.
Quick definitions when we're talking about propaganda. Propaganda, and this is this Google definition, it says information, especially of a biased or misleading nature, used to promote or publicize a particular political cause or point of view.
So their political cause is what? The NWO.
Yeah.
Their point of view is to get to the NWO. Their bias situation is to attain the NWO. And so what they're going to do is they're going to paint us as the terrorists that has bombs and guns.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're meeting up weekly to bring down America.
And this devil's 24 hour, 365 day a year job, man. Scripture says he lose sleep unless he can come with some mysteries and solve something fall, man. So this nigga don't sleep. All he do is think about and try to figure out ways to bring forth his ultimate agenda, man, with the NWO, with the implementation of the MOTV, man.
Like I said, like 2001, out of that, the 9/11, he painted he painted them like they were so bad. I'm telling you, he did a motherfucking fabulous job. But niggas like nigga on the plane, that's how they done that shit though.
That's why he's just trying to link us to Islam.
Yeah.
You know, because he already has, you know, that stigma associated to Arabs and Islam, because they call it Islamic extremists. That's why now he's just trying to link the truth to Islam.
Like Hebrew extremists.
Yeah.
Oh, niggas always ask us to be Muslim.
Right.
Like I was saying, his propaganda tactics is nothing new. Even when he wasn't in power, he still was using that propaganda to push upon the people to destroy our nation. This is Esther chapter 3. I'm going to start at the top and read on down. It says, after these things, the king Ahasuerus promote Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Agagite, and advanced him and set his seat above all the princes that were with him. And all the king's servants that were in the king's gate bowed and reverenced Haman, for the king had so commanded concerning him. But Mordecai bowed not, nor did he reverence. Then the king's servant, which
That's the position we in now. Because Esau has been exalted in the earth, and everyone is pretty much, as the scriptures say, worshiping the beast. Okay, except what? They're remnant. What the scripture say, I have reserved me 7,000 that haven't bent the knee to bow. Well, Mordecai represents their remnant. They didn't bow. And this is, guess what? And this is an Amalekite, all right, dealing with Haman. Some same people that run the earth, okay? Those banking families, all right? Those different elite families that run the world, all right? This is one of their forefathers, Haman, okay? So just as we're not bowing as Mordecai, all right, and Esau was furious, man. You know, say he was wroth with the woman and went to make war with the remnant of her seed. You know, when Haman didn't bow, all right, when Mordecai didn't bow to Haman, Haman wanted war. You know,
in verse 3, it says, then the king's servants, which were in the king's gate, said unto Mordecai, why transgressest thou the king's commandment? Now it came to pass.
Same thing gonna play out today. Why y'all not getting to see it? You gonna let your family starve? Like, what's your problem? Okay? Peer pressure finna come. That's another thing, you know, brothers. Expect peer pressure from all sides, man. You know, to fold, to bow down to the beast, man.
I was gonna say, it's as the scripture says, nothing new under the sun, but just in like a different area and different scenarios, but it's nothing new under the sun. Like the scripture, the scripture the brother get into it, like during that time when they was going to throw the 3 Hebrew boys in that flame, they stood firm.
And that's why Apostle Gabar, as well as other brothers always speak on it, man, you have to play these scenarios out in your head. You have to put yourself in some of the worst predicaments and positions, man. You know, of course, pray how about you outside to deliver you out of them, but you have to imagine particular things that could possibly come to pass, man. You could be watching your child getting mutilated, murdered, raped. Your woman get murdered, mutilated, or raped. Okay? Threatening to kill him if you don't give him some type of information, man. Okay, you gotta play these scenarios out in your head, man. You gotta think about your head being in a guillotine, man. If you are not abiding to what they want you to do, taking the seat up or whatever, man. These are things we have to think about, man. Okay, because they gonna happen. So we have to put these things in our mind and think about them, man. Because when the time comes, you know, it's gonna be the hour of temptation, man. So if you're gonna have be in a position where, look, if you don't take it, we're gonna off your child in your face, or we're gonna do this or that or whatever. You gotta understand that this is the will of the Lord, man. You have to understand it. And I'm speaking to myself first and foremost, man.
You gotta be aware of this man, a serpent. He can lead you with soft words, with kindness, make you feel like you indebted him. Like, I did all this for you. Hey, just help me, just get that little mark or whatever. You know, this man can use the money. It's gonna work on a lot of y'all, like you did in the garden, like you do today.
That's the deception.
Sirach 12 and 10, it said, never trust thine enemy, for like as iron rusted, so is his wickedness.
And that's one of the biggest problems with 2/3 of our people, man. They don't want to acknowledge who their enemy truly is, man. They always want to be accepting of Esau Edom, man. When it comes to the Lord's judgment and who's going to captivity, they don't give a damn about the other nations, man. They only concerned about Esau, the so-called white man. The one that them the worst, man. That Stockholm syndrome type shit.
They're like it was millenniums ago.
Right, man. It was goddamn it 60 years ago.
It was Emmett Till, he was 60.
Yeah.
When he did,
Shit ain't been, the shit went long ago, guys.
And these are the same people that Jake's, because pretty much a Christian is like a human shield for an Edomite, man. You know, like, goddamn, man.
Mother put the breastplate of Christianity on.
It's back at Esther 3 and 4. It said, now it came to pass, when they spake daily unto him, and he hearkened not unto them, that they told Haman to see whether Mordecai's matters would stand.
Mordecai stood still.
For he had told them that he was a Jew. And when Haman saw that Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence, then was Haman full of wrath. And he thought scorn to lay hands on Mordecai alone, for they had showed him the people of Mordecai. Wherefore Haman sought to destroy all the Jews that were throughout the whole kingdom of Ahasuerus, even the people of Mordecai. Going back to what he saw, he didn't want to do now, he had Jacob's trouble. You know, because he ain't just coming for the people of Lord, he's coming for the whole nation.
Because it's spreading out. He knows how people get down. He knows how people is a spiritual people. This word is spread. Now you got people knowing they're a Hebrew Israelite, knowing that this man is a liar, knowing that this man is not who he say he is.
And you gotta think about it. You gotta think about it. You know, you watch these movies, you know, and then just say, all right, the king's brother wants to be king, but the king has 5 sons. So what does that brother have to do? He gotta get rid of all them heirs. And that make him rightful heir. And that's what Esau wants to do, man. He wants to get rid of Jacob and be that rightful heir to the promise, man. And it happened with Cain and Abel, okay? And that was in Haman's spirit to get rid of all right, the Israelites, man. Okay? So this devil finna be like a madman sparing none, as the scripture say.
And that's why it's going to be such great judgment and wrath upon you so-called Israelite leaders, man, who are not warning your flock, who are not warning your congregation, man, who are not preaching and teaching the truth, man, telling who their enemy is, man, telling them what's going to happen according to the scriptures, man. Okay, it's a lot of blood spread upon these so-called Israelite leaders and these so-called church people, man. Because you're not preaching the truth, man. You're letting your flock just wander, man. And there's a lot of wolves out there, man. But you know what I'm saying? The Lord is keeping that in check. The record is going up. The angels are delivering a report, man. So that's why the Lord said, let judgment start in my house. Because y'all niggas know better. But you won't do better. So therefore, the Lord is going to bring a horrible judgment upon y'all niggas, man. And it's rightfully so.
Verse 7, in the first month, that is the month of the sun, in the 12th year of King Ahasuerus, they cast that is the lot before Haman from day to day, and from month to month, into the 12th month, that is the month of Adar. And Haman said unto King Ahasuerus, there is a certain, and this is the propaganda, there is a certain people scattered abroad and dispersed among the people in all the province of thy kingdom, and their laws are diverse from all people, neither keep they the king's laws. Therefore it is not for the king's profit to suffer them. If it please the king, let it be written that they may be destroyed, and I will pay 10,000 talents of silver to the hands of those that have the charge of the business to bring it to the king's treasury. And the king took his ring from his hand and gave it to Haman, the son of Hammedatha, the Jews' enemy. And the king said unto Haman, the silver is given to thee, the people also, to do with them as it seems good to thee. So he gave Haman permission to do unto our nation as he pleased. And of course, we know the Lord didn't allow it to happen, just like he's not going to allow the elect to be destroyed. But this has always been Esau Edom's method, you know, to push that propaganda and ultimately destroy our nation. And he's in his perfection. Now he's at the pinnacle of his wickedness, where he's mastered deception, he's mastered his sorcery, you know, he's mastered his technology, and he's mastered his blessing, you know, all aspects. So now he's going to use it to his full effect.
Yeah, this is as the brother was going into how these you got these false prophets or these so-called leaders not wanting the people, man. But like the brother said, they got a lot of blood in their hands, you know. But how about Shah? He sent out false prophets, and in the balance he sent out his men. This is Ezekiel 3:17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel. Therefore, hear the word of my mouth, and heed a warning from me. Straight from Yahweh Shah himself. It says, when I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die. And this is what these leaders are not warning their people about, man. And it's going to a whole lot of death that's going to come up on the planet. You know? It says, and thou was giving him not warning or speaking to warn the wicked from his wicked way. They don't speak on nothing about death, man. They don't speak on judgment at all. You know? It's all about prosperity and feeling good in the moment. You know? It's all about riches. You know? What they say, wealth is gain, and godly gain, all that. It says, and the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity, but his blood was not required at thy hand. So he gonna require the blood of that individual who you didn't want at your hand, man.
Right. You got these men trying to preserve their positions, man. Just like them old wicked scribes and Pharisees, man. They want to continue to have a particular position that makes them feel like they're on this type of status, man. Okay, but that ain't worth a damn, man, because all this shit is vanity, man. All this shit is gonna come to an end. So by you trying to, I mean, like your beloved TV fakes, man. How if you still if you're still a member of this man's church, man, then apparently you must be within the same type of lifestyle, man. Because anyone who understands or call themselves really a Christian, man, okay, according to the scriptures go to, then you wouldn't even want to have nothing to do with that particular place, man. Because the Lord said he doesn't dwell in these houses that's made with our hands, man. These so-called churches, man. Okay, those are nothing but cesspools, man. The preacher most times sleeping with his congregation of men, wives, or he's sleeping with all the boys up in that bitch. You know what I'm saying? So if you're gonna continue to uphold Christianity and continue to go into these particular churches, especially the Potter's house, then you have to be of that lifestyle, man. Because I mean, why else would you be continuing to follow a man of that that type of life, man? It's no secret, man. You can look at this motherfucker, man. You can tell that he's a ditch digger, man. You know what I'm saying? You can figure it out what I mean. He a fucking ditch digger, man. So that's why the Lord is gonna destroy these niggas. Woe to you, scribes and Pharisees, man. You wicked scribes and Pharisees who lead those sheep to the slaughter, man. Cause that's all he's doing, man.
Okay. 2 Corinthians 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 18 said, while we look not at things which are seen, but at the things which are not seen. For the things which are seen are temporal.
The money, the cars, the clothes, the hoes, the houses, the lifestyle. You know what I'm saying? If your eyes are looking at it, that shit is fucking temporal, man. You shouldn't be just in. I mean, the scripture said the Bible gives us everything we need to know how to survive and work and move in this that and wicked ass kingdom, man. Use the word, not as abuse the word. You can have these things, you can do this type of stuff, but can you let this come between you and righteousness, man? Okay? Scripture says the spirit is willing, but the flesh is weak, man. So it's a continual battle and a continual fight between the flesh and the spirit. That's where prayer come in, man. But you got to let your spirit overreign your fucking flesh, man.
It's one thing to fight and keep fighting. That would make it a fight because you keep trying, right?
That's right.
But it's another thing to give in and be consumed with it.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And these people that consume with it, while we look at the things which are not seen, which is going to be, as the scriptures say, they're going to be eternal.
That's
so
right.
we look for the better outcome, man, which is going to be forever.
That's
You know,
right.
which is going to be to our greatest benefit.
Right.
You know, rather.
And as the brother was talking about, he was talking about the money, clothes, all that fame, all that, you know, is pleasing to the eye, and all that can be stopped from just reading from Genesis. What the Most High told Adam and Eve to not even look at it.
Yeah.
You know, he was talking about the wickedness and design wickedness. Listen to this. This is 1 John chapter 2, verse 16. All that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life is not of the Father, but of the world.
Read one more time, bro.
This is 1 John chapter 2, verse 16. For all that is in the world, the lust of the flesh, and the lust of the eyes, and the pride of life.
And that's what we talking about, man. The lust of the eyes, you know, covetousness, man. You always want to get somebody else got. You know what I'm saying? You seeing this and that, and you just whatever it takes to get it, man. That's why you got all these singers, these athletes, all them, you know what I'm saying, selling out, man, because of that lust to have these worldly items, man. These worldly positions, man. But it's vanity, man. It's all gonna come to an end, man. You got it, bro.
Yeah, because look, as the brother was getting to, and as the scripture getting to, all that stuff you see, and you want it, you gonna start to act in those ways just to get it. Like how these rappers, usually back in the day, the rapper was fake. But these rappers, they actually doing what they believe, what they talking about. They'll come and film it online, yeah, cow. I got them, and go rap about it, laying them down, and they in the world loving it. They get rich and famous off murder, lies, and adultery.
Yeah.
That seed started with Tupac.
Yeah.
Because he kept saying how he was real and things of that nature, but he wasn't doing it. They turn around like you say, well look at the byproduct. Now all these new niggas doing that shit.
Especially local rappers.
Man, yes.
What the scripture say goes that how people have become, roughly paraphrase, how people have become more wicked than the wicked. Yeah.
I got a quick one. This is 1 Corinthians 7:30. And they that weep as though they wept not, and they that rejoice as though they rejoice not, and they that buy as though they possess not.
And the scripture says, be pilgrims in that day.
Yeah.
So, as though you buy as though you possess not, you can't have a mindset, well, I'm gonna buy all this land right here, and then my grandkids don't. No, we gotta have a mindset that, hey, we're gonna be out of here in another year.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's it.
That's the mindset.
That's it.
Yeah.
And they that use this world as not abusing it, for the fashion of this world pass away.
Yep.
Right. That's that wisdom, understanding, and knowledge, man. That's the understanding of the scriptures and knowing how to move. Brothers are not saying that just because you have the sense and your mind is set that this place from the end of the year, you don't stop paying your fucking bills, man. You can't do that.
But we had dummies to do that, man.
Yep.
And now you're blaming everybody else because you're behind 7 to 8 months on your car note. You're stupid. Because we had class, you know what I'm talking to, we had classes after class talking about how brothers have to be responsible still. You don't stop paying your car note or your house note until they they fully mandate Revelation 3 and 16.
Right.
Period.
Right.
Also, like in Revelation 13 and 16, that's when it all comes to an end. When you can no longer work because why? You got to have that mechanism within you, man.
Yeah.
What did how the shot said? You do it to the king. You gotta be saved. So you gotta keep fighting until the end.
Yeah.
You know, until that final, you know, trumpet blow and you know, you being beamed up in the chariot. You know, that's your lot. You know.
Find that fight. It's it's resisting this world, resisting to be a part of this world. That's a part of it. Cause the scripture said the fashion of this world passed away. Now, you see these you see all this stuff. It's the ways of these people is starting to get worse and worse, and not desirable. It's still so much desirable in here in America, but the nations are pointing at you. The nations are pointing at you. And first they point at America, then they use you as an example. The fashion of this world passing away. This corrupt ways and stuff is getting worse and worse, and people are saying, you are the root of the problem. America is the root of the problem. You know?
This is Romans 8 and 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit.
Read that again, bro.
Romans 8 and 5. For they that are after the flesh do mind the things of the flesh, but they that are after the spirit, the things of the spirit.
And what's the spirit? Seeking the kingdom to come, the kingdom of heaven.
And knowing, and be willing to let this shit go, because we already know this thing's gonna be at a certain point it's gonna be something that's behind us.
That's it, bro. Like get Micah 2 and 10 and that's the brother, man. But that's right. So we have to have that spiritual mindset to be spiritually farsighted, seeing the kingdom afar off instead of right now. You know, because 2/3 of our people, they're what they call it. They're all about the here and now. They're spiritually nearsighted, meaning they can see what's around them right now, but when it comes to the kingdom, they can't see outside because of what they see right now. If that makes sense.
You see, I would say that's that mindset of America. They push out the influence about how they want to grow up in carnality. You know, they push the influence to make TV commercials. Conquer you while I wait. Do as thou wilt. You know what I'm saying? Or just do it.
Obey your thirst.
Obey your thirst. All
YOLO.
it caters to the flesh. So when they start pushing forward that MOTB, it'll be easy for these people to go ahead to accept it because they already being trained and groomed right now to go ahead and get flesh.
I'm gonna say this, Akim Lagwab. Hey, in order to endure the spirit of Yahweh Shem Hasham, we must conquer ourselves, man. All right, it's all about discipline and things of that nature. We must have our flesh in order through the usage of discipline and applying the scriptures. Because Satan is going to do what? He's going to use our desires and cravings to get us out of sync. So we have to stay in sync using the scriptures. Like Shaquat always say, we must apply Yahweh Shah.
This backs up what you said. Here, this next scripture says, for to be carnal minded is death.
Hey, because that carnality mindset is going to lead you to your demise. Period.
And to be spiritual minded is peace, is life and peace.
Go ahead, break it down. Bro.
So like the brother was saying, they for the here and now, not knowing, hey, that's death, and even to look forward to what's to come, and even to go along to get along with this world to accept the MOTB. Hey, that's death, man. That's being carnal.
That's it, bro.
Versus being spiritual minded and knowing that, hey, the scriptures already speak against this, you know, and to not take that, and Lord willing, hopefully. The gift for not taking it is to receive life and peace, which is the kingdom of heaven, salvation.
And what this brother mentioned earlier is about being spiritually farsighted. And it's a part of Esau program to keep us short-sighted. Because over there in China, they with TikTok and stuff, they trying to manipulate our young to be reckless and monstrous, because they know that can destroy a kingdom from within. Like their TikTok is different from the TikTok we got in here. They don't promote none of the stuff you see what we got over here going on. You see, they You see, Esau trying to keep us dumbed down, not keeping the false thought, okay, we need to instill this within our young. No, it's about party, let's do it now. Get it while you can. What's it called? Live fast, die young. That's how you kill off a race.
Right.
That's how you kill off a race. Live fast, die young. If that continues, there won't be no more people.
That's it. Like
That's it. In the mindset of China, they think they got next.
Yeah.
You know, they out to be the next Babylon. You know, the next world leading power.
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna fall just as well as all the other nations fall. You know, so it just all to their demise. You know, that everything is falling from within. The U.S. is falling from within. You know, and caving in. You know, pretty badly with all the different things about the all the stages are set. Civil War is set. You know, MOTV is set. You know, this to take down the system is set. You know, to bring in the MOTV. So it's just a matter of time before that happens. You know, I'm spiritually wise, I believe that's gonna happen the most part of the year. You know, a lot of that's gonna begin. You know, of course it's gonna begin to run through very rapidly. You know, the beginning part of the year.
And just to back the brother up about Asia, this is 2 Ezra 15 to 46. You Asia that are partaker of the hope of Babylon and art the glory of her person. We'll jump to the point. Verse 49, I will send plagues on you, widowhood, poverty, famine, sword, and pestilence to waste your houses with destruction and death.
That shows you how Asia, they pretty much imitate the ways of America. Babylon the Great. With their so-called culture, their lifestyles. You know, they have the so-called 8 to 5, 9 to 5. You know, they wear the ties and the suits. So they left their ancient customs. And now they following the ways of the whore.
Right. And I can remember when they used to be on TV, they had on the little, you know, like the karate suits and stuff they used to wear back in the days and stuff, and then they started wearing the suits.
If our people were to become farsighted, knowing that our people are naturally spiritual, naturally connected to the Most High, what will happen? We could reconnect with our power. And Esau don't want that because he know if he keep us disconnected, he will reign just a little bit longer.
That's right. But he never factored in the elect. He never factored in the elect. Like you said, that was the game plan. Dumb down this nation, you know, and to continue to make us basically sin against the Most High to break that connection, but he still never factored in divine intervention. You know?
He didn't read that part where the Most High said he had a remnant say.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
Psalm 83:3, just get to the point. It says they have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
Yeah, because they go into the scriptures, they study what we did to break that connection, and what do? They promote it in our lifestyle to further that. That's what they do. They extremely crafty. Remember, this man was classified as one of the most wisest or crafty individuals during the time of Adam. Meaning what? He had a keen sense in wickedness. Go ahead, bro.
And it says they consulted against thy hidden ones.
Right, who are the hidden ones? The nation of Israel. But the main focal point is what? The elect of Israel.
We should go to the word hidden ones as opposed to the treasure.
Yeah.
Most times, peculiar treasure refer to the hope of the elect.
That's right.
Because 2/3 of our people, they're already spiritually compromised by the devices within this world.
Got one for you, bro. You have somebody, young man?
No, I just had Sirach 10. You
Go
know,
ahead, bring it on.
Sirach 10 and 1. A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered.
Hey, but that's the kingdom of heaven. So who's the wise judge going to be?
Yahweh
Shai. And who's going to be the government?
Government going to be the elect, 144,000.
There you go, Revelation the 7th chapter. And we're going to use what? The Holy Scriptures.
Use the law.
We're going to use the law.
It says, as the judge of the people is himself, so that and when the righteous judge are in authority, hey, the people, the earth is going to rejoice,
right.
And the people are going to be righteous.
That's right.
You know,
Yeah.
when it says, so are his officers,
Right.
and what manner of man the ruler of the city is, such are all they that dwell therein.
So our people are going to be righteous.
So that cure gonna come to the earth.
That's
Man.
it.
Yep, and it's gonna root out all this It's damn cancer, man.
So you see the effect of the left-hand side ruling right now. Just look at Biden, for example. Even though he could be a made-up character, he played a role. But you see, like, look at his so-called government cabinet.
Yeah.
You know, you have all type of he, she's all in it.
Yeah.
So that same type of effect, it has really rolled up like a domino effect upon the masses of this world.
And
this
these,
society.
and these people are dumbed down because if that was back in the 80s, the 70s, and 60s, Biden would have been out of there. There would have been multiple protests going around the White House daily until he got impeached. But these people are so dumbed down, they don't even care.
Right.
Right. You got something, bro?
Nah.
Hey, this is Micah, chapter 2, verse 10. Arise you and depart, for this is not your rest, because it is polluted. It shall destroy you even with a sore destruction.
Hey, you don't have any type of godly game here, man.
That's right.
Not according to who's ruling.
Yeah.
Because this place was already meant. It was for our punishment, man.
Right.
It was for us to be brought back, for us to know what not to do and to fall under the repercussions of disobedience.
That's right.
Because of our disobedience. To know that, hey, man, Yahweh Shemel Shah gave us over to the enemy, but guess what? He controlled it all. He gonna give the enemy back over to us.
That's it.
You know?
And Hebrews 13:4. For here have we no continuing city, but we seek one to come.
We seek the kingdom of heaven.
That's it.
That's because we don't get right back. It's not our rest.
Yeah.
Yep, this is meant for our punishment, man.
Yeah.
Yep, man.
So Jay can't build here. Like what? Rosewood, Mount Bayou, that place in Oklahoma. What happened? Esau came and knocked that shit out.
Brought to naught.
He brought it to nothing. You know, Jake had all of that shit, but they didn't have a military.
They didn't have Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai.
And most importantly, they didn't have Yahweh Shemal Shah. That's right, brother.
So 2/3 of our people, they're gonna find out the hard way. Like this is not the happily ever after.
That's right.
That's what they're gonna find out because this was only set up for us to serve punishment. That's
Gonna
all
show-
what America was only for.
And their God's gonna show it to them. And I'm talking about Esau.
That's right.
Their father, the devil.
That's it. And see, right now, you know how you get a girl and that dude is crazy. You know, you're actually meeting or you're courting his representative. But as soon as he gets comfortable around you, as soon as you get relaxed, he takes you home, he starts beating on you. You know what I'm saying? He goes crazy. And that's what Esau is going to do in the end. He's going to pull off that mask and you're going to see that wolf from underneath.
The days of mourning for my father are ahead.
Yeah.
Then I slay my brother Jacob.
And what Mills would say, get that will I tell my son?
And speaking as a man, I would be surprised if Esau himself was back again within the reincarnation within these latter days. You know?
He's probably one of like the Rothschilds.
Yeah, with no higher hooks.
Yeah, this is 2nd Ezra 2:36. It said, flee the shadow of this world. Receive the joyfulness of your glory. I testify the Savior openly.
It's going again to Micah 2:10 about spiritually depart from this society. Because everything this society does, it breeds anti-Messiah behavior. Every step, every action, every thought process, that's what it promotes. So 2/3 of our people, they're going to find out the hard way by trusting to this devil Esau leader.
And if I could just add, then we're testifying openly of Yahweh Shemal Shah. We're doing our videos through the spirit of Yahweh Shemal Shah. We're on the highways and the byways. So we have nothing to hide. So bring the persecution on. Yeah, it's going to sting. But all stings would eventually fade away.
And that's something Yahweh Shah smiles upon because we're doing it as, you know, the cool of the day.
Yeah.
When it's really not really cool to be out here.
That's
Right,
it.
you know what I'm saying?
That's it.
So
Why we in the upside down?
Yeah,
Like,
that's
you know, like on Stranger Things.
That's it.
Is it like the opposite world?
That's
We
right.
in the upside down. All things been turned upside down. Man.
That's right.
you want your mom to represent for you when you're not around
That's
physically.
right.
You know what I'm
That's
saying? So how much more our power source?
Yeah.
Go back to what the scriptures say. I'm going to send sheep out among wolves. You know, being out here in this worldly world.
That's a part of the sacrifice. That's a part of the sacrifice. But not only we are going to be the face of the next, you know, the so-called T's in the kingdom of heaven. Your person, your face is gonna be a big part of the kingdom. Like they can no matter how dark some of his brother is, they can line that visual up and show each other face clearly. And you know it's gonna be for a shame, but in the kingdom of heaven, oh, it's gonna be for our glory. These men stood boldly in the face of persecution, in the face of Esau, in the face of the powers of this world. This is let me get this right here. This is Proverbs chapter 4, verse 14. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. Avoid it. Pass by.
The evil man is Esau. The path of the wicked is going to this system. Okay, meaning doing anything and everything you can to further your participation. Right? Because all of Esau roads lead to what? Satanism. Whether it's his Christianity, whether it's the American dream, his college system, his religious system, all of that shit is nothing but Satanism. Right? So we aren't supposed to go that route. That's why the scripture states as well, envy not the oppressor. Because when you don't do that, what happens? You want what he got. And you're willing to do what he has done in order to get those possessions.
Avoid it.
Avoid it. You're supposed to avoid it. Go ahead.
Pass not by it.
Right.
Turn from it.
Right.
Pass away. For they sleep not, except they have done mischief.
And that's the mindset of Esau, and that's why he's classified as the fucking wicked, because this man cannot go to sleep unless he knows somebody done died because of him. Unless he knows somebody will die because of him. You know? The promotion of evil, that's what that man is all about.
And he knows this needs to be followed.
Yeah.
Because the masses of people are beginning to wake up. You know, even though they're 2/3 and don't understand, but just the basics of things, they know this man is evil and wicked. And they know that this man is against them. And so, you know, what the scriptures say, you know, the people will say, oh, we must have had a prophet among us. They're beginning to see the things, oh, these brothers out here on the streets, you know, the things that they're saying is correct, you know, and it's beginning to come, you know, widely spoken and widely known now, you know, and a lot of people are waking up to see this.
For they sleep not, except they have done mischief, and their sleep is taken away unless they cause some to fall.
So he has to do something on the left-hand side in order to so-called rest or sleep. And that's beginning with the hierarchy of Esau Edom. Okay.
For they eat the bread of wickedness and drink the wine of violence.
And wine of violence going into that Babylonian wine. You know, somebody can get Revelation 17:2. And that Babylonian wine, what are some of those harmful toxic ingredients in it? You got feminism, you know, you have this so-called westernization, his science, his technology, you know, going to his economics, all those things, you know, his thought processes, his food, going to his GMOs, all that consumes into that Babylonian wine. Also his religions too, you know. So that's that wine of violence that has spiritually intoxicated the rest of these other nations.
Love folks. Habakkuk 2:4, behold, the spirit which is lifted up is not upright in him.
Yeah, because he was spiritually created by Yahweh Bashimashai to be the left hand, to be that vessel of dishonor. And we have to look at him at that way with a spiritual eye, you know?
So just because he opens the door and gives you a free meal and lets you go home early with pay, that man's the fucking wicked.
We're saying Ecclesiastes, that which is crooked cannot be made straight. So he's the ultimate can't get right. You know?
The just shall live by his faith. Yea, also because he transgressed by wine. He is a proud man, neither keepeth home, who enlarge his desires as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gather unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people.
Let's go into that NWO. That's what he's trying to go ahead and incorporate within this world.
Yeah.
And it's great reset. And that's why he's trying to get all people, because when you read Revelation 13 chapter, where it says, he calls it all. So let's go into that great reset, which is ultimately going to lead to the MOTV.
That's right. And if I could add, and this man also has been compared to as what? Death.
Yep.
You can't satisfy is the son of perdition, and you can't satisfy death. So this man is just like death. Death can never be satisfied. This man can never be satisfied.
That's why you give these scriptures. That's why you have to give these scriptures. This is Isaiah chapter 14, starting verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of the Most High. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation.
That's what the NWO is all about. But he also did that with what? His technology, his satellites.
In the sides of the north, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds.
Let's talk about control of Israel. Our landmass Israel.
I will be like the Most High.
And that's what it's all about. This man wants to be just like Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, his creator.
But he, I was gonna say, but he won't, you know, he won't be able to get that chance. He won't be able to get that chance because, you know, he's building himself up to be this ultimate master, this ultimate one. He as you say, he wants to replace the Most High. You know, this is Job chapter 5 verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty.
Went to the higher ups and Esau people.
So that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Enterprise lost through their success. I think when you go into Edamon online, it goes into taking hand. So what's the ultimate way they want to take a hand? With device. MOTV. You know? That's what they ultimately want to do by fulfilling their enterprise. When you look on the dollar bill, what's it, Novos Ordo Seclorum? I think it goes into about their enterprise, how they want to be successful with it. That's going to about fulfilling their NWO by microchipping everybody within this planet Earth.
I think that goes into what, crime and success, something like that.
Each time in history, each time he tried to get us, he was always interrupting. There was always a remnant that got away. There's always a remnant that's going to be saved. He can't get us all.
I would say there's some more on that. He said, even though he's on the stuff.
Break it down.
Yeah.
What? Yeah, keep reading those down since you there.
He's on the subject.
This is Job chapter 5, verse 13. With him is wait. Oh. Which one? Isaiah chapter 14, verse 15, yet thou shalt be brought down to hell, to the sides of the pit. They shall see thee. They that shall see thee shall narrowly look upon thee, and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the whole earth to tremble?
This the man, that made the whole earth to tremble. Is this the man who had the whole earth in his grip? You know, is this the man? Is this the damn devil? It was more in the scripture saying how the Lord said, I will bring thee down, thus said the Lord. You know? So it's going to be, though he exalted himself, it's going to be Yahweh Shem Yahushua. It's ultimately Yahweh Shem Yahushua exalted him, but like he exalted him, Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to bring the damn devil down, man.
It's only for Yahweh Shem Yahushua to magnify their names. Just like he did Pharaoh back in ancient Egypt. So how much more within the new spiritual Egypt referring to him? He's going to do the same thing with Esau Edom. Nobody ever expect these people right here on this side to be the next ones that are going to be in rulership. The underdogs, the most known unknowns. That's really referring to the elect of the nation of Israel. Right?
All right, this is Revelation 17, verse 2. With whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunken with the wine of her fornication.
Yeah, the brother just read within Proverbs, the 4th chapter, how they drink the wine of violence. You know, going to that, and it's ultimately going to that Babylonian wine. Now, we said earlier that had spiritually intoxicated the rest of these other nations, especially 2/3 of our people within America. When you see a regular Israelite within this day of time, they really act like an Edomite or another nation society.
Straight heathen.
Straight heathen, man.
Straight heathen.
I'm talking about like tattoos all over their faces. You know what I'm saying? A lot of them are so-called atheists, you know? So most of our people, they're majority gone because they have drunk that cup of that Babylonian wine.
Which is philosophy. which is like we're computers, then that philosophy is a software program. So we're Israelite computers with Edomite software programs. You know?
This is the book of Proverbs, chapter 4, starting at verse 14. Enter not into the path of the wicked, and go not in the way of evil men. I'm going to read that in the NLT. Do not do as the wicked do, and do not follow the path of evildoers. Verse 15, avoid it. Pass not by it, turn from it, and pass away. In the NLT. Don't even think about it.
So anything that you see that this so-called white man promotes, that he encourages you to do, you gotta go the opposite way. Yeah. And that's what our people cannot still understand. Even while people who feel like Alabama with the experiment, those same group of niggas, like just a few years ago, they still went ahead and took it down, J&B. Right. You know, like, and you got history of this man's, what he has did to you as a people. It's all written, it's all recorded.
They made a movie about it.
They made a movie about it. So, if you see a people in that mindset right there, you just gotta let them go. And wherever Yahweh Bashar has destined for them, that's on them, man.
Yeah.
You know?
Scriptures go to how, ox know his master.
Yeah. Ask his master's crib.
Ask his master crib. Well, on the flip side of that, that's how 2/3 start. When it comes to Esau, that's their master. So his crib is gonna be wherever they provide this bullshit they gonna take. The jab, the MOTB, you know what I'm saying? So that's their home, man. That's where they want to dwell in.
The shit he feed.
The shit he feed.
That's right. Hey, that really goes back to the PTSS, post-traumatic slave syndrome, how it's spiritually embedded for our people to trust within the confinements of Esau Edom, along with society.
Again, that scripture mocks y'all too, because when you compare them to an ox and ass, meaning what? They're low level.
Yeah.
Those are dumb preachers, but they still know their master.
Yeah.
But you niggas don't even consider Yahweh Hashem Shah.
Like we always say, the animals, by them being in their natural order, they are still spiritually discerned, more than 2/3 of our people.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're in order.
Yep.
Can I get this in, this is Sirach 12:10 in the Good News Translation. It says, never trust an enemy, his wickedness is as destructive as rust.
And I can say this, man, 2/3 of our people, I mean, either you don't know or you just don't accept it that this devil, this so-called white man is your enemy, man. And his brothers going into there has been solid history, man, that this devil has done nothing but trampled over you so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. They brought you over from another country. They've taken your land. They put you in captivity. They've destroyed you, killed you, murdered you, raped you, built up their kingdom on the sweat, blood, and tears of our people. But yet and still, you trust them, man. And the Lord said, trust not thine enemy.
That's right. And now you're building up their corporations. You have Edomite that come from another state to a hospital, to another business, and get before Jake, who's been there 30 and 40 some years. And he's probably, 20 some years old, man. And also, shit, as of the 70s, Mississippi and Louisiana still had plantations. You still had Jake living and doing work for Esau on plantations. You niggas are fucking stupid.
That's right. That's right. But you know what, just like the ox and the ass, you're on his land being fed by him. So you depend on Esau.
That's right.
All right. Like an ox and an ass depend on their owner who throws out the little food and stuff.
Gift destroys the heart, right?
Gift destroys the heart.
Hey, once you go to the word gift, from edible line, it goes into poison. So that shows you right there, by trusting to this system, it's going to poison your ass.
Well, BBD had a son, that girl was poor.
I got a precept kind of go into it, because our people, everything is so cheap now, and they think they're in a good shape. They think they're in a good case that they can, continue to live this lifestyle, or we got it good, we're not living in projects anymore. We're not living, below the poverty level. We're actually living a lot better than a lot of Esau was living, So, they think they're in good shape, And this is 2nd Ezra 16-21. It said, behold, Israel shall be so good and cheap upon the earth that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And evil then shall, it said, even then shall evil grow upon the earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. That's what's happening. We got the confusion on the earth now because everything is turned upside down. You know, famine is coming. The sword is coming. They don't see these things coming. As y'all were going into earlier, the pastors are not teaching them, and you know, they being that thief in the night, keeping that away from them to tell them about, you know, what the Lord is planning to bring upon the earth to destroy the earth, you know, or destroy this age of the earth.
That's right.
So, you know, you know, our people, you know, they are, you know, as the scriptures say, the pastor, what is it? They have been led to the slaughter.
Led to the slaughter.
Like sheep led to the slaughter. So, you know, that's what's, you know, that's the case that the world is in now. You know, Esau and the other nations gonna get their punishment, but our people, you know, going back to Hosea 4:6, you know, they don't want to be priests of the Most High. They don't want to do His work, His will, His keep His commandments. So He's not going to, you know, protect them nor their kids during this time. They can't understand what's happening to their kids.
Yeah, they're disobedient people. So in order for them to continue to be disobedient, they would have to learn death by pain.
Right.
You know, so they would have to learn the hard way. They're gonna get it on the other side. You know.
Okay, come. This verse 11, it said, watch out and be on guard against him, even if he acts ever so humble. He is like,
you can't trust him, and that's what this man does. He makes it seem like he's down for you, but as soon as you turn your back, he has a knife in his hand, man. Right? And that's what they're doing with this NWO. They're trying to relax people. Why? Because at the end of the day, they want that birthright. Go ahead, bro.
it says, he is like a metal mirror that rusts away if you don't keep it polished.
Mm-hmm.
Seat an enemy at your right hand, and the next thing you know, he'll be trying to get your own place of honor.
Like Psalms 137 chapter, right? When the Babylonians came in, Esau helped kill and point us out to the Babylonians, man. And he has that same mindset till this very fucking day.
It says, put him next to you, and he will overthrow you.
Right, and look how he tried to overthrow his brother Jacob, right? And it's the same mindset now, beginning with their nobility.
Hey, man, I say this, brother.
Good. Go ahead, bro.
Going back to Haman. All right. Esau always moved as a vessel. Is that the word? Vessel to the ruling empire. All right. Oh, y'all got to watch The Last Czars. You have to watch The Last Czars because you got this guy by the name of was it Vash Putin? Vash Putin, right? And he remind me of the serpent. He remind me of the serpent in the garden because the serpent. He basically, if Adam was the king of the earth, which is Yahweh, and Adam had his woman Eve, right, is his right woman, like his main woman. So the serpent shooting game to Eve, all right? So if you watch The Last Czar, right?
Don't watch around kids. No, don't mean to cut you off. But don't watch around kids now.
Oh yeah, it's called The Last Czar.
Yeah, there's a lot of nudity, and Tubi ain't shame in hiding it.
Yeah, Netflix ain't saying either. Oh yeah, you sure ain't lying. But the point was, if I thought about it, I'm like, that's the nature of Esau Edom. All right, so you were in rulership, right? Esau, the serpent was putting stuff in Eve head. The serpent knew that Eve had influence on Adam. And if you watch The Last Czar, this dude from Siberia, which is basically like a witch, all right? He really wanted to control the empire. So what he did, he got into the Tsar's wife's head. And we believe he was saying he was having sex with her. The things he was putting in her head, huh?
I said he seduced her.
He seduced her. And the things that he was putting into her head, now she turned around and put it in the Tsar head. And now the Tsar is running his empire down the shit. You know? But I said it because he was trusted though. He was that Vash Putin was trusted by the Tsar.
Was that his uncle?
That wasn't his uncle. That was just, I don't know who he was, bro. He came all the way from Siberia to basically Russia, all right, to be a medical doctor for his sick son.
Okay, yeah, that's on down.
Yeah. But long story short, that's how Esau moved, because it said he'll be a right hand and then overthrow you. Because what happened when he was the right hand to the Persians?
Yep.
But what kingdom came after the Persians?
The
The grass is on camera, man. Come on.
Greece.
Greece. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's a lot.
yeah.
Man, with break, man.
I
started going
came
down
out of
statue.
nowhere. I came out of nowhere actually.
Still
But,
ain't no excuse.
yeah, hey, Haman was the vassal. They was the vassals, all right, to the Persians. But who came right after the Persians? The Grecians. So he was the right hand, and then he overthrew. And I remember my dad telling me about a story about a woman who had a pet ball python, and she used to sleep with her ball python. But she always wondered why the python was stretched vertically next to her. So she asked the veterinarian, why does my python always lay vertically next to me? The veterinarian said, because he's sizing himself up against you to wait to see when he can actually devour you. He's waiting to see when he's large enough to consume you. So that's the nature of Edom. Your enemy, every nation has what? A nature. The nature of Edom is, I'm going to patiently wait right here. Then when the time comes, I'm going to attack you.
It's a serpent.
It's a serpent.
That's why he's known as a cunning hunter. Right?
Cunning
He's
hunter.
very cunning. He's very artful with deception.
That's right. Artful.
Just look at the current society. That's Esau MO. That's Esau ways that he pushing on us. Just think about this. Just think about this commercial. Y'all ever seen that Old Spice commercial? With that man in the back of the seat with his car, and he be like, "You smell like my Old Spice," and the driver be like, "Saying, nah, that's me, sir." And he'll take up for that woman. Getting slipped with the woman. That's Esau. Esau MO. He try to push that as that normal vibration. And then and that's why the Most High tells us to be aware of adultery. That get into another man's ear. Another man's woman's ear. So that one can be in your ear. Divide the house. Divide and conquer.
But hey, look, Bass Pew watched the last Czar, and it was after I saw the episode of Edom. That's how the serpent moved in the garden. I wouldn't be surprised if there was a serpent. How Esau you might have, but I'm not even gonna try to get out in that direction. But the point was, man, the serpent seduced Eve, but Adam's weakness was Eve.
It's a law within the Apocrypha about sitting at the table with another woman.
That's it.
Right. With another man's woman.
So, but I could
Sitting at a table with another man.
based off Haman, because Haman was a very wise man. That's why he was a part of the vessel to the Persian Empire. So every empire, every czar, empire, emperor, they have wise men in their kingdom. So like what happened was he trusted Haman. But going back to King Adam, right? Like I said, the serpent had no business talking to Eve. But there's no new thing under the sun. That's what captivated me, man. You were more controlling of somebody else's empire to their woman. All right?
I'm just going to add to you, but that is that serpent spirit that goes back, to the Adam and Eve.
Yeah.
It's that same spirit, because what did Esau say before his father died? I would kill my brother after my father died.
Yep.
So that's that same spirit that's coming down the line.
And going back before them, the serpent envied Adam's kingdom.
Right.
So how can I destroy this man's kingdom? How can I covert? And that's another nature of Esau. He moves covertly. It's true.
Being a damn snake.
He's a snake. He moves under them damn leaves. Right. You said yes.
Don't make a sign.
And don't make a sound.
Don't make a sign. You know how many times this nigga saw Adam to and fro, never approached Adam with it, but he went to Adam's kryptonite.
But Salah, it's probably gonna, and it's just me speaking. But if you can control a man's glory, you don't put that man in a bad case, man. And a woman is a man's glory.
Yeah.
And that's where, where his heart pretty much lies in a sense, man. So if you can take his heart, which is that woman, and start manipulating, that man gonna do whatever she want him to do. So Esau got his hand stuck up the Israelite woman back, man, to manipulate and control the man.
You just said something that's noise. That's the same thing that happened in the garden, that happened in the 70s. What did Esau do? What did the spirit do? It went in and separated the man from the woman. Right. And once he separated the man from the woman, the family structure failed. What happened? Cain killed Abel.
And that was the covenant going back to the garden.
Right.
Yep. Because the woman could have, like in the 70s, she could have easily said, Cause was a movie that came out back then with what's the guy that was the man that was speaking as on the Lion King.
That was
What's his name?
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones. He had played this movie. It was based in Chicago, where when the people come around and check to make sure ain't no man in the house, he trying to hide in the closet and everything, trying to hide so that his old lady and her kids won't get put out.
I believe that was Claudine, right?
Might have been. I don't know the name of the actual show, man. It might have been, but that's that.
Yep.
Like the elder brother talk about that structure of the household, man. You know what I'm saying? The serpent offered Eve a way out. Section 8. You know, your rent now is $500 a month, but if you put this man out, that's it. Claudine, you can pay $15 a month.
That's a war tactic, man.
Man.
Hey, look, that nigga moving like a serpent, man.
Yeah.
Ever since the end of slavery, that nigga been moving like a serpent.
Yep.
With all those like acts, those different laws and those legislations,
Yep.
that nigga moving like a serpent, man.
Hey, on the documentary I posted one of my videos, they said that we was born together after so-called slavery.
Yeah.
They said what they could do to us after slavery, welfare did. That's what really brought us down as a whole nation, as far as the so-called family unit.
Before welfare, the single parent stat was like 22%. So only 22% of households in the Israelite world were single parents. Go ahead, bro.
Before welfare, it was more so-called black women married than so-called white women.
Yeah.
In America.
Man, it was. I think it was. Oh, go ahead, brother.
I was just gonna say that 22% because most of the men died because of war or sickness. It wasn't because of domestic violence or just the divorce rate was just very, very low.
Yeah.
You know.
But that's that serpent. Because the CIA, that's a serpent-like organization, man. And they just like a serpent, they set up that bitch who? Gloria Steinfeld, man. And that serpent is a word because part of cunning, y'all look at the word cunning and y'all went into very artful. So the word artful, that was an artful tactic to set up a puppet, Gloria Steinfeld, to propagate feminism and to set up the liberal party.
Women's liberation.
What were you being liberated from? You had been liberated from the man, the structure of the Heavenly Father.
Yeah.
You had been liberated into an act of rebellion. Because that was the same decade when you had what? Women's sexual revolution. So that's when our families went to shit, man.
Right.
And then what happened? You took the man out, and what did you do? You really raised delinquents.
Yeah.
Because now what you're raising the boys don't have no discipline, so they become like what? Animals. But it told you in the scriptures that Esau was a cunning hunter.
Yeah.
So what do you do with an animal? You hunt him. Prison industrial complex.
Because most of them Section 8 homes and stuff become what? Projects.
Project.
And then what Esau started doing, he flooded your neighborhoods with drugs.
Yep.
Then he started barricading and knocking down your doors, and them same degenerates you done raised up. You know what I'm saying? Now they're getting arrested or killed or going to prison or whatever the case may be because there's no structure. A father brings fear into the house.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? He brings structure. He brings stability. You know what I'm saying? Even if the money is not there, that structure's still gonna be there. But the woman always tends to fall weak because of that presentation of she can have it better if she come on the side of Esau.
Not even considering that this is used against her own race.
Exactly.
You're a fucking pawn in this man's game.
She don't think with logic.
Nah. Nope.
And just like you brought about the feminism, like when the so-called white women started protesting like that, it was really for like equal pay on the jobs, stuff like that. But the so-called black women, they took overboard when they started talking about being over the man within the family household.
Yep.
They really took that bait. The so-called white women was like, oh, we not with that.
Yeah. And you see it today. But you don't see Edomite women tripping over their man. You don't hear Edomite women talking about he gotta make 6 figures.
Right.
6 feet, 6 figures. Edomite women don't talk like that. But big forehead ass Eve, she always got some shit to say about us, man.
This motherfucker be working at Burger King on top of it.
I mean, Eve got a damn a delusional demon on her, man.
Yeah. 5 kids.
Yeah.
You got 5 kids, but you want a man that's in his late 20s, early 30s, over 6 feet, make 6 figures. You know what I'm saying? And basically with no kids.
And he
Getting out of jail. Hey, but I saw regular Jake on YouTube. He brought that up. He said they never applies to the so-called white man. like the so-called triple six, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the six pack,
Yeah.
you know the so-called ride,
Yeah.
you know, then also the six figures. They'll never play into the so-called white man. I always tell these people right here, these playing with this song.
Like when you see a nigga woman with a so-called white man, he's the average Joe white dude. The average Joe white dude. The reason why we gotta be all that, because we've been devalued in her eyes. The more we got to be, the more we have to be, that means the less she perceives us to be. You see?
And you know that, in a sense, that started also so like, bro. And they got the appreciate for the bring up the buck breaking, man. That was one of them eras where that started being brought because Esau would do all this vile shit to these strong, masculine, Edomite men. I mean, so like Israelite men, and man, that'll destroy their spirit in a sense, man. And when these Israelite women start seeing that, man, it brought such a fear on them, and then it gave them this outlook of Esau being this masculine, dominant man, man. So they start gravitating to that as time progressed.
And it shows you that in the movie Claudine. James Earl Jones' character, his supervisor called himself snapping on him. He was a sanitation worker. And he was picking up trash in front of Claudine's house, I believe.
Yeah.
But then James Earl Jones like put his foot down on him. So Claudine saw him snap on him, she's like, okay, he ain't no, you know what I mean?
Yeah, he ain't no light.
Yeah, he ain't no lie. Well, he stood up to a white man like, okay, all right, he's somebody.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that scene in the movie Roots, because to prove your point, there was one dude that liked, I guess her name was Sissy, I can't remember at this point, but it was a particular Jake that liked the woman in the movie Roots, right? But then when the woman saw how the Jake was acting towards the white man, which was like real boyish and childish, and she lost respect for him.
Yeah.
Part of that emasculation that we had to go through.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, going back to the triple six, who are the triple six? Most of y'all athletes, they making six figures. You know, they taking all kind of hormone pills, you know, to get the body in shape. And as far as the other part, I don't know. But
it's really 6 feet, 6 pack, 6 figures.
okay.
Yeah.
So, you know, those are the people that they want. But what's happening with that? You know, it's not bringing them down this way. You know, all of that structure that Esau has set up is coming down.
Yes.
You know, so Eve is really coming, he's really putting Eve back into her place.
That's it.
You know, and when he really pushed that oppression even more, you know, she gonna get back in her place, and you know, it's nothing she gonna be able to do. But you know, trying to get a guy that's working at Burger King, you know, making $20 an hour, you know, because she got nothing to do.
Right. Scripture say who would pick a humble, you know, bitten by a serpent. You know, and she took on this philosophy, and she was super bitten. She ate upon everything this man had to give, but not even realizing, shit, this man coming down on you and your kids too.
Right.
He only destroying the house. He getting a strong man out of the house so he can come in and take over the house, man.
Ravish you.
Yep.
That nigga's tactical.
That's it. That's it. And this is 1 Corinthians spirit switching.
And another thing about Eve, man, Esau done used you up. You ain't no good to him really now. He done pretty much got everything he can get out of you to help destroy your nation, man, starting with the men of Israel, man.
This is 1 Corinthians 7:28. But, and if you marry, you have not sinned, and if a virgin marry, she has not sinned. Nevertheless, such shall have trouble in the flesh, but I spare you. Because, hey, no matter who you marry, it doesn't matter. It's still going to be trouble in the flesh. So you have these so-called alpha males, such as Will Smith, Kevin Gates, but guess what? Their women are not in complete order. So you got all this money, you have all these great possessions, but you still can't really check my fucking wife.
If I may say this, because it's the celebrity men that those are the men that woman is going to introduce them to swinging before average everyday man.
Right.
We ain't going to put up with that shit.
Nah.
The average Jake in the world ain't going to put up with that shit. But it's some high value men, you find out the woman had them in an open relationship, you know, the dude that you thought like, he got it all. Was the woman cheated on, so-called cheated on him with a stud?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
First Ezra 4:26. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women and become servants.
What up, bro?
Let me read it again for you. And this is 1 Ezra 4:26. Yea, many there be that have run out of their wits for women.
Yep. And that's part of running out of your wits. When you allow that woman to rule your house with her philosophies.
That's right.
The moment you let a woman Jada Pinkett Smith you, man, you know she Gabrielle Union you, she
Look at
Erykah
Wade.
Badu you.
If I can say, look at, oh my God, look at Wade, man. When Wade first came into the league, he had this ferocious, austere spirit. Now look at him. He was bubblegum. You know, like you said, Andre 3000.
Yeah.
He's done, bro.
Hey, but because
Nigga got an album playing a flute. The whole album is just playing the fucking
oh yeah. No rapping. Hey, it's heavy because that's hey give hey, can somebody get Proverbs 31? The brother was a brother hold or something? Okay, yeah.
Finish this real
Oh yeah,
quick.
come.
It says, put him next to you and he will overthrow you. Then
Put
you
him next to you and he will overthrow you. And then the Most High so bad with his punishment, he put us in his kingdom. Not only was he was next to us in the garden, now we under his shit in the kingdom, man. He did it when he wills with us, man. All right.
Then you will realize the truth of my words and be stung with regret when you remember them.
They show you down Geronimo, American legend.
Yeah.
And those so-called Apache Indians, they sold out to Esau's army. At the end, they were still locked up with Geronimo and his comrades, going right into a concentration camp. Yeah. You know, so you sell out, even for Eve, you're gonna start to find out that Esau wasn't with you.
Yep.
He's gonna do you how he does as artist within the music industry. He's gonna use you for a certain purpose. He's gonna discard you and put you on the shelf. That's what he's gonna do to you, man. If you're gonna fit his agenda, he's gonna use you for a certain amount of time. And he's gonna discard you. And how he's gonna do that to you? He's gonna wipe you out very soon.
Yeah. And look what he's doing now with TD Jakes, Puffy. And they said Jay-Z is next.
Hey,
You know what I'm saying?
I think it was MLK daughter. I think it said this. It was like the abortion did way worse than what slavery could have ever done. Now she said abortion did way worse than what the KKK could have ever done because we are a race that's missing 1/4 of our population because of abortion. We're missing 1/4 of our population because of abortion, man. So like I said, going back to that serpent, like look, I ain't gotta go to war with these niggas directly. I can kill them softly with abortion.
Clinics in their hoods, in their neighborhood.
That's why it says within Micah, she is that my enemy.
Hey, so hey, you know what? You know if a nigga in the world say that shit, we know it's something got to deal with that. You remember Pharaoh, the Jake with the dress Pharaoh?
Yeah.
He was like, man, we very well may have a common enemy. He talking about the so-called black woman. He said that shit, and he's a black queen type of Jake. He was like, man, we got a common enemy. The young Pharaoh.
He kind of went gray. He bugged out.
He bugged out now.
Real feminine too.
Yeah, yeah. He's feminine now, but he
got
can't.
that right there.
Yeah, he got done wrong by some nigga women, man. Look,
Verse 13. It said, nobody feels sorry for a snake charmer or a wild animal tamer
Why?
who gets bitten.
Why?
you flirting with it, you playing with
Flirting
it.
with it.
And plus, you should know its nature.
Exactly. You know, how the hell are you gonna bring a pet snake home?
Stroking them and shit.
Stroke.
Throwing
Put him
around
in the
your
bed
neck.
with you.
Yeah.
It said, and nobody would feel sorry for you if you run around with sinners and get involved in their wrongdoing.
Yeah, and that's it. Because basically, they're gonna contaminate you with their lifestyle.
And they did that with the Western way.
That's
That's
it.
the way of the sinners.
Yeah.
Westernization is a way of sinning.
And you see, with us in the spirit, we didn't feel sorry for the majority of our people that stood in line and took the you know what.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because you should know what this nigga's past.
And most of them were old. Like, nigga, y'all should know better.
Yeah. You know about those old bottles though.
And you was warned.
You can't put new wine in old bottles, man.
And most of y'all didn't go like just once, not twice. Y'all went for a three-peat like y'all Chicago Bulls in this shit.
But a lot of y'all almost died taking it, that picture, man.
A lot of y'all
Like you
motherfuckers
said, like this older generation of our people, there was around that time frame when they couldn't be able to go to the same restaurants
Right.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, your grandma should be like, baby, don't do that.
But instead, you get yours, I got mine.
That's in the Free Kingdom of Chicago.
15, it says, an enemy will stay with you for a while, but not when trouble comes.
Yeah.
So he will speak
No,
fire.
that goes to Eve.
Right.
See, the so-called white man act like he got you in his best interest
Right.
when it comes to welfare. You can join his military, you go and get these jobs. But when they unplug this power grid, nigga,
Right.
The mission is done. Now I discarded you.
And in high school, think about Eve. If you got your parents' whip or whip and that car gets taken away from you, you don't got that girl no more.
Right.
So fast forward into coming of age, if you lose your job, your wife more than likely is gone, man.
And if a serpent strikes and bites you, how motherfucker ain't gonna sit around and see how you doing? He gone. He gone. That's like the scripture brother brought out. He out of there, man. He done hit you with that poison. Now you can set up blood clots.
You can see little legs.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You trying to get to Esau Clinic. You know what I'm saying? But
You don't know what kind of snake he is. You might get over in the corner and wait and see if you
might be done.
16 it says,
you again.
he will speak fine words while he plots how to trap you.
What's part of the fine words, man? All right, like I said, going back to the welfare, abortion. All right, basically you being liberated. It's so many things I can't think of just one at a time, you know.
And I'm gonna say this, Elder. One way to bring down a kingdom if you liberate their servants.
Yeah.
Eve was our servant. You know what I'm saying? But meanwhile, the white woman is still Esau's servant. But when it comes to us, our servants got liberated and became their servants.
Man, if you want you a servant now, get you a dog, man.
Hey, my dog be happy every time you see me.
Yep.
He's like a horse now, you know, strutting.
Yeah.
You know, just jump,
My
press.
dog is too.
Happy.
But yeah, but nah, and you're right, bro. That's a beautiful quote that was brought out too. If you want to ruin a kingdom, liberate their servants, man. Because we had more structure in the 1930s and 40s. We had more Jake-owned banks, Jake-owned bro. Ferris Street had more, man. Ferris Street was Jake-owned. I think it was the Alamo Theater on Ferris Street. If you go into that restaurant, there's a picture of all them Jakes in front of the president on President Street. All them manly Israelite men. You know something that Israelite men had 100 years ago that them niggas don't have today? Dignity.
Yeah, you're right.
That's the element.
Right.
The average Jake don't have something called dignity,
They're
man.
willing to die for it, too.
Yeah. The average nigga is a clown now, man. He lacked the element of being dick. There was a word back in the Rome called gravitas. If you look at the word gravitas, it goes back to basically gravity. And it basically means seriousness held in great dignity.
That's why we see those old pictures when they took a picture, they rarely smile.
Yeah.
That's
You know?
right.
Yeah,
They
so
wearing those mains too.
yeah.
I got dignity for you. The etymology.
Let's go.
This is dignity in the etymology. State of being worthy. Dignity, privilege, honor, worthiness.
Yep.
Worthy, proper, fitting. So basically, an elevated office.
Hey, Baba, should I get that word? Gravitas? All right, go ahead.
And this is Ecclesiasticus 19 and 29. A man may be known by his look, and one that has understanding by his countenance.
A man may be known by his looks, man.
Yeah.
I said 100 years ago, hey, Jake looked fucking manly, man.
That's right.
And it is one thing to have had higher testosterone, but Jake has culturally been effeminized, man. Jake don't have dignity no more. Jake don't have his pants up his butt no more. I mean, yeah, Jake don't have his pants up his butt. All Jakes wear fitted caps. Like at least a nigga back, 100 years ago, they all had all type of brim, hats, fedoras, and you walk out the house, you went into the town to take care of business. That meant you dressed the fuck up, man.
Right.
Yes, you had dress shoes.
Yes.
Like I said, all men were known as being serious. Because you have to remember, in the ancient world, everybody was serious. Because if it wasn't, why does it speak about a fool being known by his laughter? Because the average Israelite man went on that goofy shit.
I mean, excessive laughter, man.
And somebody get that in Sirach 20 and 21 or vice versa.
People don't take you serious like that.
Yeah,
too.
they don't, man.
Hey, you remember how we were just startled when we saw that picture, that portrait, man? We was an Iron Horse.
Yeah.
I was like, man.
And going back to the nature of Edom, I know this nigga did, and they showed you, they mentioned it in the movie. What's that movie Barack Obama produced, executive produced? Yeah, the Jake's daughter. And you know what she said? Like, don't trust these white folks.
Yeah.
And she said, she said, don't let them dial you up.
Yeah.
And that's their nature. Esau be trying to make you out freely. He coming in joking. He do everything to try to get you out that serious state, man. I'm like, no, that's a serpent move, man.
Or you like to use, he tried to dearm you like that.
Yeah, he tried to dearm you. Yeah. Walk by said, you know, we play the game at work, but we know what you fucking doing.
As long as you in the right mindset, you know how this nigga operates, you good, man.
And we know that's a serpent spirit trying to get you out of that armed state and de-arm you, and that's they always attack you. All right?
I got it.
Yeah, because you came back, spirit. I thought about that.
Go ahead, bro.
I got you, bro.
The difference back then, you talk about the men that had that look. They also wanted to respect. You know, and Esau back then was mainly afraid of them because of their respect.
Yeah.
You know, and also too back in the 1920s, they had that natural strength.
Yeah.
You know, they were stronger, and they didn't have to lift weights.
Nope.
You know,
they say our balls was bigger, like our testicles was big, because that's why the testosterone is, man. So, like you said, we had higher testosterone, but the reason why I brought that out, because we've been culturally emasculated too.
Right.
Being raised, 50, 60 years being raised by women, you know, 50, 60, 70, 80 years of being celebrated for playing sports. Sport literally means just sport. It tells you in Genesis that Abraham was sporting with his wife, meaning he was probably frolicking with her. You know, like probably just, you know, playing around. Right. That's not supposed to be a fucking career. Because you take care of your family out front. So now you got all these grown men that's 31, 32, 33, really coming into the thickness of your manhood with a bald spot and a beard, and you're a fucking basketball player with some shorts on and a body full of tattoos in the so-called white man circus, man. Like we no more have a core manhood base in our nation, man. All right? No, but you got it. I'm sorry, bro. But you should make a point.
It was something like brother Howard was saying how they were scared of that manly spirit that we had back in the early 1900s. And this is from like a quick point, Timbuktu.com. And it says right here, just get to the point. It says movies and television shows are the most powerful and influential media for voting perceptions and opinions. And because of this, they are much more than mere entertainment and are highly charged political vehicles in the sense of one group of people maneuvering for an advantage over another. The masculine black man is perceived as a threat to the white power structure on many levels. This is not new development, but has remained so since the initial mass contacts with whites in the 13th century, which led to the plunder of the American continent and the transatlantic slave trade. This fear and hatred increased when whites realized that they were significantly outnumbered by blacks in many areas of America. And they instituted psychological safeguards to render the black man timid, passive, and docile in the face of systematic white violence, exploitation, intimidation. So that shows you right there where they see our people that docile in like a effeminate type of manner, they don't take you serious.
Right.
So you want to add that to it?
No, I was just gonna say, yeah, they've been plotting that for years, you know, putting fluoride in the water because they know that makes you docile. Yeah. You know, it starts affecting your brain and memory and you know, putting chemicals in the food to make the men masculine and women masculine. I mean, make the men feminine and the women masculine.
That's why the scripture says the wicked watches over the righteous and seeketh the slain.
That's right.
You seek it through your research.
Yep.
How do I know that testosterone? How do I get their sperm count low?
Even within Hollywood, like in the 1970s, you started paying attention how so-called, you know, black men were acting. So, you know, we went from that pro-militant type of spirit in the movies. They start maneuvering or start pretty much changing into like the back, Superfly.
Right.
You know, so you start wearing like guys wearing type of ribbon shoes and stuff like that, like the had the fucking hair curls and shit.
Yeah, like Rick James type spirit.
Yeah.
And that was the 70s was the era where it shifted from having a purpose and having a game plan, so to speak, to just having sex.
That's right.
You know, that's when a women's sexual revolution, you can just have sex, then have babies, then leave or whatever. You know, because the woman getting taken care of by the state.
Right.
So we went from having having direction to just having pleasure. A gift destroyed the heart.
And that's symbolically an outlook of slavery, man. They would get particular men, just go to these plantations, big strong men so-called, and what, just knock them down, pregnate them, and go on about the business, shipping around. You know what I'm saying? Because what? The plantation master, in a sense, is going to take care of them. They're going to raise them kids up to essentially be what? More slaves. No difference than, you know what I'm saying, Jake running around, knocking up all the different women. Esau is getting paid off they labor when they get older and getting paid off child support. So it's a business, man.
You know, they go back to that trickle down effect. You know, if I can break this family up and make his kids, you know, break, then his kids gonna break, and by the time it get down to, you know, great grandkids, it's a very weak system.
It's Willie Lynch.
Diluted.
Yeah. But you can bring it out.
This is Ecclesiasticus chapter 21, verse 20. A fool lifted up his voice with laughter, but a wise man does scarce smile a little.
And something you notice, man, Esau always watching you, man. He always trying to figure out how to crack you, man.
Yeah.
But Jacob is solemn and serious. If you fuck with Esau, man. All right. So a wise man don't scarcely smile but a little, man.
Right.
We're not here for the games.
That's it, bro.
All right.
That's a great example. When I was back in Alabama, I was working this landscaping job, right? Doggone, you know, I'm the quiet type, so I was just quiet and stuff, you know, looking the other way, you know, minding my own business. Esau, when I come out of nowhere and say, man, I hate a hard ass.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I ain't know he was talking about me.
Yeah.
Because how he said, you know, Esau, he slick when he try to say friendly and stuff, like try to get people talking and stuff.
Yep.
He like, man, I hate a hard ass, stuff like that. And he like, yeah, people talking and stuff. I'm still minding my business, doing my work. I go to work and be like, and I do want to come like, you know, do stuff like this. And I noticed he was talking about me.
Yeah.
It rubs Esau the wrong way if he see a serious man,
Yep.
especially a serious so-called black man.
Yep.
Why he has no footing to try to figure you out.
Hey,
If you just doing your work and not talking, I mean, he's at a stagnant state. He don't know what to think.
Hey, the goal is to have friendly lions. If I'm the zookeeper and I got all these lions, I done trained them since they were young. It's like, okay, all these, when I walk in, all the lions, they come and cuddle up against me and shit. Why that nigga back there ain't cuddling up against me?
Right. What's this?
I don't want him to know his nature.
Yeah.
I don't want him to remember that he's supposed to have more than this shit.
Yeah, that's
you
what
know?
he lunch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, you got it, Captain.
Hey, bro, this is Ephesians 5:4. Neither filthiness, nor foolish talking, nor jesting.
Yeah, jesting is what that circus culture.
That's right.
You know,
Yeah.
nigga culture.
Jokes.
Let's say they did Kenny show Wild Out.
Wilding out,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
That's like a modern day minstrel show.
Modern day minstrel
That's it,
fucking
bro.
show, man.
Yeah, that's a good point. Yeah, but rather giving of thanks.
Hey man, it's better than what? Dwelling in the house than what? Morning, man.
Warnings.
A man's spirit is supposed to be solemn and grave
That's right.
and quiet, because the nature of a man is to be observant, man. All right.
But you know one thing that Esau can't hate, he can't stand to be around an educated black man.
Yep.
And when he know that you know your stuff and he can't get over on you, you know, you really have to watch him then, because he's always trying to think of ways to bring you down. But he gonna respect you better than he respect anybody else, even his own. And I know that from experience.
This Luke 19:21. It says, "For I fear because thou art an austere man."
Yep. Yahweh Shah was austere. Go ahead,
That's right.
brother.
When you read it, NLT said, "I was afraid because you are a hard man to deal with."
Yep.
You know, that's the nature of Yahweh Shah.
He was a straight shooter.
Yeah. So by being, you know, ambassadors of Yahweh Shah, we're supposed to be in the same mindset. You know, we're supposed to have the same type of character as a man. And that what upsets Esau, where you don't pretty much you don't agree with everything that he tells you. And we finally have to say so. We tell Esau, no, I don't believe you. No. So he don't like that, man.
Yeah, we challenge his scripts.
And this nigga been having that authority for like over 400 to 500
Yeah,
years.
that's right.
But us saying yes to it.
And you can judge a book by its cover. You know, saying how a man carries himself, how he looks, his facial countenance, and things of that nature. Because at the end of the day, men shouldn't be playful. Men should be serious. Now, don't get me wrong, we have our times when we're chilling just to break the ice and things of that nature. But all the time, no. That's not the characteristic of a man.
And you just really just think about the times that we in. We not in no playful
No,
times.
hell
You know?
no.
Jacob's trouble is not playful.
Yeah, like going back to, you forgot your scripture.
This is Ephesians chapter 5, starting at verse 14. Wherefore he said, awaken thou sleepest, and arise from the dead, and Hamashiach shall give thee light. See that ye walk circumspectly, not as fools, but as wise.
If you walking circumspectly, that means what? We're looking around constantly. So that's what we're doing. We're in a time frame where we have to look around all the time. At camp, I'm always looking around. You know, so everywhere we go, we must be like that from a spiritual standpoint and when we're out and about.
No Jason from Chicago say?
No lacking.
Yeah, no lacking, man. Head on swivel. So we can't be spiritually lacking out here. That really goes into also like the philosophies that Esau trying to present to us. Right. You know what I'm saying? Anything that's anti-Messiah.
As the scripture has said, he said, arise from the dead, and then walk circumspectly. You can't be like as brothers going, you can't be joking. I always have time. You ain't gonna be focused. Because you're too busy laughing at the joke, laughing at what you see. You're too busy entertained while your enemy is sneaking up behind you.
And I don't see how a woman could even take serious a comedian. Like, how could you date a comedian, man? They're nothing but big ass kids, man. Always joking, shucking, and jiving all the time.
Verse 16, last verse. Redeeming the time because the days are evil.
So David goes to like make the best of your opportunity. So you gotta understand what type of time frame that we are in right now. Just gear up your mind that we're gonna come into some serious times about not being spiritually lacking within this society, man. Because every device within this world is to throw us off from Yahweh Bashim Shai.
You got it, brother.
Yeah, going right back into how brother said, hey, like how we supposed to be in the house of mourning, knowing the things that's coming, and we know judgment is coming. The time of Jacob's trouble coming, the hour of temptation coming. You know, this is Isaiah 46:8. It said, "Remember this and show yourselves men. Bring it again to mind, O you transgressors. Remember the former things of old, for I am the Most High, and there is none else. I am the Most High, and there is none like me, declaring the end from the beginning, and from the ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasures." So, because hey, at the end of the day, Yahweh Shemel Shai is gonna do whatever pleases him. And he gonna want us in that stead to be men that's gonna inherit the world to come. You know, we're gonna set the standard, you know, under Yahweh Shai. Yep. And it ain't gonna be no, like you said, it ain't gonna be no shucking and jive. It ain't gonna be, we're gonna come back into that where we're gonna be taken serious as hell, man.
I mean, you rarely see a lion. Every time you see a lion just rolling over the grass playing, no fucking reason, man. Yeah. The nature, the nature of a king is that godliness, fearless, you know, that pure, majestic, you know, dignified, poised. Right. You gotta practice that, you know. You know.
You ain't seen a lion playing too much with his cubs.
I was thinking that too.
They'll literally walk away, walk off from them.
Right, I mean, they had no fun. I remember watching the Tsar of Russia, the last Tsar. Was it Nicholas Tsar? Tsar Nicholas? Here it is, his kingdom going to shambles. It basically put an end to revolution. And meanwhile, he's in his palace playing with his daughters and shit. He's playing red light, stop with his daughters and shit. Yeah.
Testosterone just plummeted in there.
Yeah. God dang. Like he was in his own bubble. Meanwhile, his kingdom going to shit, man.
Look at the mindset Leonidas had. Yeah, he didn't even tell this kid bye. He just stared at him and walked off.
Like, you know what time it is.
See what I see.
Yeah, he been out like, God damn.
And he knew he wasn't coming back.
Right.
See on the other side.
I got one for y'all. This is Second Maccabees. It's important. Okay. Second Ezra 10:33. He said unto me, stand up manfully, and I would advise thee.
And the greatest thing we can be, man, besides men of the Lord, is men. You know, we gotta be men, and we gotta be men of the Lord, man. So we gotta pray to Yahweh Bashman Shai. He take not his Holy Spirit from us, man, and continue to show us the ways of being a man like our forefathers, man. All right, going the old paths, man. Not being emotional, but being practical. I'm gonna say this real quick. Wisdom has 4 virtues. Benjamin Franklin took it like he made it up, but it really came from King Solomon. Wisdom of Solomon, the 8th chapter. It said her virtues, roughly paraphrasing, is prudence, temperance, justice, and fortitude, man. So those are virtues that make you manly. It makes you manly, man. All right, but with that, we hope your brothers and sisters were edified. Once again, we want to give our honor and glory to
Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Kakadash.
Never honor to our elder apostles, elder bishops, and great millstone well. Peace and blessings, health and wonders, and outstanding people elect. And Baba. Shalom.
Shalom.
Hey, hey, we got the we can do our anointing right quick. Hey, you got the oil, brother? Anybody got the oil?